The England that we know so well normally falls apart under pressure, but at the European Championship, the side have proven to be a different beast. They've shown resilience and have made their way into the final, where they'll come up against a Spanish outfit that have barely put a foot wrong under Luis de la Fuente. Hello and welcome to Soccer Betting News. I'm your host Deshaj, and with me in studio today is football analyst Nigel Naicker and Mogale Sathekge.
Thank you so much, Deshi, for welcoming us. Good morning to our listeners.
Yeah, great to be here, Desh. It's going to be a great final to look forward to, and I think you summed it up to great there.
Yeah.
I think England have found themselves in back-to-back finals and navigated themselves well.
Yeah. Mo, I have to start with you. It's been a while since you've been on the channel, and I want to ask you, how impressed, or maybe haven't been impressed, by the sides at the Euro so far?
Yes, I mean, look, I've been impressed. For the record, I've been impressed with different tactics that England have applied
Yeah.
to get to the finals and to try to take it home this time around.
Yeah.
You can play position football and so forth, but it won't win you trophies.
Mm.
But in terms of what Southgate and his troops has planned and applied in
Yeah.
different games, I can see them getting something out of this. Take nothing away from Spain.
Yeah.
They've got fresh and a lot of talent,
Yeah.
especially in Williams and Yamal. But look, England is going to give them a very difficult game.
Yeah. You know, Nigel, Mo has mentioned the word possession, and in so many years, we've seen Spain to be the team that has dominated the ball and passes, but England have shown that they're capable of.
Yeah, I think they are. They've shown that they can keep the ball this tournament. I think it'll be difficult against Spain, though, in
Yeah.
the final. I think they usually dominate possession, and they probably will in the final. But yeah, it will be on England to play maybe on a counter-attack. They've shown that they can manage games and stay in games till late, so it'll be interesting to see if they can.
Yeah. How important is that down to the squad? Because you look at some of the players that Gareth Southgate has brought off the bench. I mean, game changers.
No doubt, and he's also they've also repaid his faith in them.
Yeah.
By scoring. I think Cole Palmer and Ollie Watkins linked up for the winner
Yeah.
in the semi-final, and Bellingham has been scoring late goals as well. So they've showed that they can go through the latter stages in games and churn out results.
Yeah. Mo, do you think England have the best squad at the tournament? And by that, I mean depth in the squad.
Yes, man. The fact that they just didn't go for names and went for newly pruned players in terms of age, I mean, it's phenomenal. Who would think that Southgate would believe in a 18-year-old? Like when you look at Kobe Mino.
Yeah.
I mean, for Southgate to do that, that's very brave of him, and it's paying off for him.
Yeah.
Look, it's not about who plays and what's or not. I think the English team in this Euros, they've learned that yes, we are talented. We've got individual players who can show certain level of brilliance during the stages of the game, but we also need to play as a team. I
Yep.
just love how they play as a team, going forward, defending, and when they decide to play high pressing football. So for me, England can decide a game at any
moment,
time,
yeah.
at any moment.
You know, you mentioned Kobe Mainu, and, you know, shout out to him because he started this season playing for Man United's academy. I think he was in the under-19
Yes.
team, and then he made his way into the squad and really forced his way into the England setup, where his relationship with Phil Foden has been ridiculous. I mean, every time I see them on the pitch, they look for each other, and there's something is cooking between the two of them.
Yeah, I think Manu has been a shining light this season, not only for United but also for England.
Yeah.
I think ever since he's come into the team, just in the second or third group stage game, you've seen them look like a different beast.
Yeah.
He's such a good passing profile in the team, someone that they're lacking. And like you're saying, linking up with Foden, I think his progressive passes allow him to do that. When Manu gets on the ball, he always thinks forward.
Yeah.
So, top talent.
Yeah. Do you think the youth selection was the correct methodology from Southgate? Because it's not only Mainu, but it's also Cole Palmer, who's relatively young. I mean, he wasn't even playing first team football last season. I mean, he's literally played his way into that team. You look at Wharton as well. I think Crystal Palace just signed him in January transfer window, and now he's in the England camp. Dean Henderson, another youth product. Do you think he's made the right call in choosing those players?
I think no doubt, and it's also shown that they've got to back-to-back finals with it.
Yeah.
And in order to keep a core group of players fit and going into future tournaments, I think it's a great decision from Southgate.
Yeah, but the Spain team likewise are blessed with the youth talent. Let's start with Lamine Yamal. At the age of 16 years and 362 days, the Spanish winger has become the youngest goal scorer at a major tournament, and what a strike that was. Your thoughts on his campaign so far?
I mean, what a player. Look, I will always try to be very, defensive of young players when it comes
Okay.
to that. But when you see a young player who plays to get to benefit the team, who's playing not for the fun of it, but who plays, applies all his mind, his football knowledge, his passion, and all his respects for the game, you can see, man. Spain is blessed. The way Williams and Yamal are playing in that Spanish team, you can see even the senior players. I mean, imagine a Fran Garcia, imagine a Carvajal trusting
Yeah.
in a
16-year-old,
16-year-old, That's something good. That's something that we last seen in Messi and Ronaldo when they started, playing in the first teams with big players.
Yeah.
I mean, Yamal and the likes, Yamal, Williams, and Olmo, they've been very important for Spain.
Yeah.
And, man, you can't do anything away. That is talent.
Yeah.
But talent goes along with discipline, with passion,
Yeah.
and with respect
Yeah.
for the game,
Yeah.
And I think in Williams and Yamal, we have been able to witness that. They don't do crazy things on the pitch. All they do is to play football.
Yeah.
They don't do clumsy things. They don't get stupid yellow cards or fight with people or whatever. All they do is to play for the team, and the passion that is in them. Especially Yamal, telling people straight that I'm 16, but we're going to bring this home.
Yeah.
I mean, man, come on. Imagine this lad at the age of 25. He will be a beast.
Yeah. Mo mentioned a dangerous trio: Nico Williams, Danny Olmo, Lamine Yamal. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's frightening, actually, and in this tournament especially, I think they've linked up well. Danny Olmo especially really good in the center of the park, and also Nico Williams had a good season with Bilbao,
Yeah.
and showing it on the wing now.
a trophy winning season with him.
100%, and we also forget he's only 21 as well, so they are youngsters on that wing.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to cause this England team problems? Because defensively, I want to say England looks acceptable.
Yeah, no doubt England have been conceding a few goals, first goals in the game, but managed to come back.
Yeah.
I think they are well adept in the fullback area, though. But then again, Yamal and Williams
Yeah.
are both wingers who can go on either side, which is very tricky.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to defend against. So yeah.
Then you've got Danny Olmo, of course, who's got a free roam position in the team because he's supported by Fabian Ruiz and Rodri, who, I mean, they're not going to go anywhere, let's be honest.
It's the midfield is stacked. They're so technically gifted in that midfield. They don't give the ball away. They keep the ball for hours. I mean, Rodri alone, you can't get close to him. And then you've got Olmo and Fabian Ruiz next to him. It really is insane.
All right, Mo, let's look at some of the teams that Spain have defeated. In the semis, it was France. In the quarters, it was Germany. In the group stage, it was Italy. Some impressive scalps for this young team.
Yeah, for Italy, I can say they didn't bring their best squad to this tournament.
Yeah. They are the defending champions, though.
Yeah, but you can be a defending champion, but still be unable to defend your tournament or your trophy or your current title, because it's all about also the type of players that you bring into the team to come and participate for such kind of prestigious tournaments. And I think Italy was not ready in terms of that. For the game against Germany, I'm a very controversial guy. I will have my own things that I thought went wrong, and they decided the game. I mean, for me, Cucurella, for me, it's a handball. Germany was supposed to be given a penalty there to come in the game, equalize, and maybe take it to the penalties or steal it at the last minute of the game. The Germany game, Spain didn't just they didn't enjoy the way Spain enjoys.
Yeah.
Germany gave it to them pound to pound.
Yeah.
By the way, with a 34, 35-year-old in the middle field,
Yeah.
in Tony Cruz.
Toni Kroos.
He gave the young boys
Yeah.
the hard time there.
Yeah.
So sometimes such kind of games are very much exciting, and they can be controversial in terms of how they end. And then we come to the last opponents, France. We can all see France is missing Paul Labile Pogba. Everyone can see in the middle of the park, because when he's not there, Kante is forced to work extra hard. Because, I mean,
A
really,
veteran in N'Golo Kante has been a
Yes.
servant of the game for many years now.
Rabiot and Chouameni, they play more or less the same kind of football. They
Yeah.
are not forward thinkers players. That's why Chouameni at Real Madrid, they make sure that there's a Camavinga who can ditch passes in front, or Toni Kroos in front of him, because it's more of a position football player.
Yeah.
So the game against France, they won it. I mean, coming back to a 1-0 down and winning the game in regulation time, that means a lot to Spain. But against England, we have mentioned Olmo, we have mentioned Fran Garcia and Yamal. The same we can point at England. I mean, England has got one reason to win it, being back-to-back finalists of the Euros, and also having Jude Bellingham, who's 20. Who stands a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. There is a lot of factors that we have to look at going into finals that will motivate not only the entire team,
Yeah.
but certain individuals to play at their par excellence
Yeah.
in this final.
Well, I'll just stay with you. Do you think England are the underdogs coming into this one? Because I know you mentioned back-to-back finalists, but Spain have won 6 games at the European Championship this far. This is the first time in history a nation has won all 6 fixtures ahead of the final.
Yeah, most definitely. According to how Spain has managed to get results against certain big teams that we just spoke about,
Yeah.
and how England struggled in certain games that they had to decide in penalties, getting late equalizers in the game, and so forth. But look, the winning mentality is there. Don't be misled. We just saw what happened in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
I mean, your Kobe Mino was on 11th gear.
Yeah. It's tactical battles all over the pitch.
Your Jude Bellingham, I saw his stats. I was like, this is crazy. This can't be true.
Yeah.
Against Netherlands. And you could see also how the defense tried to marshal the defense and tried to be there for one another in the Netherlands game and avoid errors that they made previously, that they made in the previous games. So,
Yeah.
guys, Spain is going to play a very English team. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Would you agree with this statement, Nigel? England have gotten better at the Euros as the competition has drawn out.
I think they have. They managed to churn out results. Not better in terms of fluidity. I would have expected more in terms of the
You're talking about an emphatic performance, maybe. They're just
Yeah.
lacking something in the 90.
or string passes together, create more than 10 chances in a game, not just scrape by, find yourself finding equalizers in the 90th minute, taking games to penalties.
Yeah.
This is a proper England team with world beaters. You'd expect more. So, yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, do you think it's fair to say that maybe the substitutes should start?
I think it's difficult one. I think Southgate knows his best 11 or that best 12 or 13 players that he has. And it's also difficult to make a change in a final.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see if he does.
Okay, let's look at the group stage performances then, because they mustered just 2 goals across Serbia, Denmark, and Slovenia. Surely the alarm bells are ringing over there.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you thought that another exit was coming.
Yeah.
Looking at those results, they basically limped through the group stages, and I mean, they've done exceptionally well to get to the final. Let's give Southgate credit. He's been under pressure through the tournament, and then he has made a lot of good decisions with his subs affecting games. So they're in a final, back-to-back finals, and I think it's something that they can be proud of.
Yeah. Mo, why do you think this England team, blessed with the strikers and the attacking quality that they have found it so difficult to find a back of the net?
The thing is, look, you look at certain. I think that is one challenge we have as football fans or analysts. You look at certain teams on paper and you make a conclusion that, yeah, this team is going to score 4-5. Look, when you play against Slovenia or Slovakia or whoever, they don't care who you are.
Yeah.
They don't care if you are a Cristiano Ronaldo, you have scored 900 goals, career goals or whatever.
Yeah.
If they tell one guy, you make sure that this guy doesn't cause any problem. That's the mentality of the teams that you play against. They know you are Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Their number 5 is not going to give you any chance
Yeah.
to be alone for that 2 seconds or whatever. They mark them pound to pound. Someone is breathing on your neck
Yeah.
the whole entire 90 minutes. What are you going to do? Imagine you're playing against a defender of the likes of Valerie Nahayo, who used to play for Kaizer Chiefs. He doesn't make a mistake. That man immediately you touch the ball, he's here.
Yeah.
He's feeling you. You get my point? So that's the thing. England has been playing against those type of players, and your Spain and so forth. They've been playing against those teams whereby when a player is told that you marshal this man for the whole 90 minutes, then something will be done. Lucky enough, England has got depth. They've got proper substitutions. I mean, what Cole Palmer is capable of, Ollie Watkins when they come in and so forth. You know, you have those type of players that the defense don't pay too much attention in, but that's where you become dangerous as a team, and that's where you should apply that as a tactic. And I think Gareth Southgate has managed to see that, and it's working for him. It's benefiting the team. The substitutes are able to come back and decide and change the games.
Yeah.
So that's what you need in a team. If Jude can't give you results in 90 minutes or Harry Kane, you have an Ole Watkins who want to showcase what he's capable of. When he comes back, when he comes in immediately, he's able to play and show you that I can give you what you want. So that's why I'm saying.
Let's look at the tip of the sword then. Captain Fantastic Harry Kane currently leads the scoring charts at the Euro tournaments. I think he's got 4 goals. He's just come off an emphatic season in Germany with the Bavarian Giants Bayern Munich. Surely he's going to lead the Golden Boot.
Yes, I mean, his chances are high that he'll finish top scorer for this tournament.
Yeah.
Because Kane is a goal scorer. Kane can be quiet the whole 89 minutes and come one chance.
Yeah.
Kane is gone. He becomes man of the match. He can decide to be one of the match within a single minute of the game.
Yeah.
That's what you have in players like Harry Kane. So I think, he's got a chance of taking the Golden Boot away. And believe you in me, on Sunday, I see him because of the defenders that he will be up against, your Emerick Laporte and so forth. They play position football at Spain. So if he's going to be given that chance to be 300 meters away from a defender, I see him taking one shot and putting it in the back of the net.
100%. Can you see something like that happening, Nigel? I'm sure you have watched Harry Kane for many years.
Yeah, no doubt. I think there's no game that you look at Harry Kane and not back him to score.
Yeah.
That's the quality he has. Shown it in Germany again, in his first season in Germany, and in the tournament, top goal scorer. So, yeah, I think England will look to him and expect him to get them over the line.
Yeah. You know, his opposite number, Alvaro Morata, not having the best of Euros so far.
Yeah, he's been struggling this tournament, but is a top striker.
Yeah.
Does all the right work for the Spanish team, makes all the right runs, interchanges, and 100%.
They've got former Madrid man to call upon in Joselu as well.
Yeah, they have options, very similar option to Joselu and Morata. They are, but I mean, they need that in the way that they play.
Yeah.
Look, I can add to Deshi and defend Alvaro Morata. So the very same way that we feel Harry Kane should have an impact, Morata has done well. He has defended, and he hasn't entirely had a bad tournament. Sometimes, look, De La Fonte is very smart. Sometimes you can't just take all the players that you believe, yes, they have a great future, and put them at once to give you results. It's you are putting them under pressure unnecessarily. But if you balance them with experience and someone who's been there in the game to carry the team, So when you're putting Morata up front, you are just simply letting the team that you won't press us from defense up until middle field and going forward. Because when Morata is there, there's 2 or 3 players that have to keep an eye on him, because we know one opportunity he will put it in the back of the net. So, look, guys, there are certain players that have came to play this tournament, and they are not at their best. They didn't do well for club in the previous season, but having them there just to scare off certain players and so forth, it has worked for certain teams, and that includes Alvaro Morata for Spain.
Yeah, but is he gonna be fit enough for the World Cup? I know it's only a few months away, but will he be the striker that Luis takes to the World Cup?
Look, he will be taken there, because in terms of experience, when you look at the strikers when it comes to Spain, I think he's the only one who has managed to be there for the longest time. And just to share a joke, you know Alvaro Morata, the most fraud in football is from that guy.
Yeah.
You go and check the stats from that guy. He was never clubless. That man can play for 2 teams in one season. Loan. He has done it. He's going to continue to do it.
He's got a good agent.
Yes, he's got a good agent. So, and he has never played for a small European team. Juventus, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Atletico. It has been so funny. So we want to say that all these coaches are the same. Morata is not quality. They see the same thing. No. Morata is a quality player.
Yeah.
He has played games and decided certain big games for Real Madrid, Chelsea, and Atletico. So, I mean, he's still needed in the team. He's not that old and whatever. If Cristiano Ronaldo could play for Portugal at 39 and Messi at 37, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Morata is just in his early 30s.
I guess the question I was referring to is, how important would this win be ahead of these World Cup qualifiers and going into the actual tournament itself?
For Spain?
And for England?
Oh, either way, I think it could galvanize them. I think England more so, they need something.
Yeah.
And they haven't won a major tournament since 1966. So Spain have been recently victorious. So I think for England more so, they're desperate for something, especially with this current group, this current top crop of players. So yeah, if anyone, it would be England.
Yeah. Mo, England have actually reached the final of a major a major tournament twice now in their 4 tournaments under Southgate. Is it coming home?
Look, for me, whoever takes it, they deserve it.
Yeah.
But I vividly believe, England, by hook or crook, they have a lot of reasons. They have a lot of, I don't know, man. Just, I see a very different England on Sunday. There's just something telling me in me that they will give their utmost best to take it home this time around.
Okay. Do you agree? Which way can you see this one going, Nigel?
I hear what Mo is saying. I know that they have hurt from that past tournament, losing in the final, and I know that they want to win it. I just don't see it happening. I think the Spanish team are really good. They keep the ball so well, and look at the routes that they've taken to the final, knocking out some major teams.
Yeah.
And they've got goals in them as well. I think they'll pass this England team to death.
Gosh, we have got 2 analysts here going with different predictions. Gents, it's been an absolute pleasure discussing all things European Championship related to you, especially these finals. We're going to have to wait and see how their prediction plans out. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel and let us know who you think is going to win in the final. From all of us in studio, thanks and goodbye.
It's a shubi.
Cheers.
Hit the Target Podcast.